closing time. Shop windows shining, silver lines. You offered me a coat and your umbrella too. Said no one should be walking home alone like you. We climbed the hill where that old dance hall stands. Neon letters flickered just above the band. You took my hand and led me through the door to where the jukebox waited by the worn-out floor. You dropped a coin and chose a song, the sweetest slow one all night long. And as the needle found its way, the crowded room just slipped away. Jukebox, hearts in the rain, spinning that song once again, holding you close while the world fades away. Two silhouettes in the doorway's frame. Every time I hear that refrain, I feel your fingers in mine again, under the thunder and soft window pane. We were jukebox, hearts in the rain. Later that evening, streets were shining black. We shared a laugh about your borrowed jacket bag. You walked me home along the empty square, the puddles catching all the colors in the air. We stopped beneath a lonely traffic light. The red and green were painting us in stripes. You brushed a raindrop gently from my face and turned the quiet street into a sacred place. You said, if storms come, don't be afraid. Just think about the music that we played. And in the hush between the drops, I knew my turning world had stopped. Jukebox, hearts in the rain, spinning that song once again, holding you close while the world fades away. Two silhouettes in the doorway's frame. Every time I hear that refrain, I feel your fingers in mine again, under the thunder and soft window pane. We were jukebox, hearts in the rain. Now when the clouds roll in at closing time, the city hums that same familiar rhyme. I sit alone, but still I hear the band and see our shadows swaying hand in hand. Sometimes I drive and let the radio close, dashboard shining on the road I used to know. An old song plays, and in that soft refrain, you're turning, smiling, asking me my name. Maybe you're somewhere watching raindrops fall, passing by another small town dance hall. Maybe a jukebox starts to softly play and pulls your drifting memory my way. If ever you wonder where my heart has been, just follow every quiet violin through every street and every window pane to where our song still echoes in the rain. Jukebox, hearts in the rain, spinning that song once again, holding you close
reaching for the shoreline stones, skipping wishes on the blue. Evening settling on the water, I was walking next to you. You were talking about tomorrow, hands were shaking just a bit. When you brushed against my fingers, every star above us lit.
I can feel that quiet trembling every time I see your face in that faded little photo from our very first embrace. All these pictures by the lake hold the way my heart began to wake. Every soft September sky, every shy mistake we'd made, I still fall in love with you. In these pictures by the lake, there's a postcard with your handwriting, curved and careful, almost shy, from the year we spent in cities, living underneath different skies. You wrote, I will keep the shoreline in my pocket near my heart, till the day we walk together, never more so far apart.
now I trace those little letters with a thumb that's grown with time, but the promise in that ink feels as fresh as when you sign. All these pictures by the lake, and your words I never could forsake. Every gentle looping line, every vow we'd softly made, keeps me walking back to you. Through these pictures by the lake, on our bedroom wooden floor now
Lies a box of memories,
shoes kicked off the kettle singing.
wind is whispering through the trees.
We don't need a grand adventure or a far-off shining place, just your shoulder leaning into mine, and these moments we can trace. So let's keep pictures by the lake, on the shelf beside the love we make. When the daylight's growing tired and our bones begin to ache, I will see us young and waiting for the dust to slowly break, and I'll fall in love forever. Through these pictures by the lake, sha-la-la, pictures by the lake, sha-la-la, pictures by the lake. You met me at the edge of the summer fair, ticket in your pocket, breeze in your hair. You said, let's ride before the night turns late. I laughed and stumbled through the painted gate. We climbed up high where all the town turned small, the fairground music just a distant call. Your nervous smile underneath the neon steel, my heart stayed hanging by the Ferris wheel. I didn't know what forever could be, till I saw tomorrow when you looked at me. Every light above us seemed to softly say, hold on to this, don't let it slip away. By the Ferris wheel, where it all began, with your trembling heart and my shaking hand, spinning round in circles over fields and town, never wanting that car to touch the ground. By the Ferris wheel under summer skies, I first saw a whole life in your eyes. All the roads drove out later to the riverside, radio glowing on the midnight ride. Your jacket round my shoulders in the cooling air. We skipped small stones like every wish was there. The water shimmered in a silver line. The night wind tangled all your fingers in mine. You hummed our song at the edge of the field, still that same girl from the Ferris wheel. I didn't know how the years would fly, how 1,000 sunsets could all drift by, but each soft moment that the dusk revealed traced back to that night by the Ferris wheel, by the Ferris wheel, where it all began, with your trembling heart and my shaking hand, spinning around in circles over fields in town, never wanting that car to touch the ground. By the Ferris wheel under summer skies, I first saw our whole life in your eyes. All the roads we wander, all the love we'd feel, started in your arms by the Ferris wheel. Now there's a shoebox underneath our bed, full of faded letters that we once read. Snaps of laughing faces, ribbons, ticket stubs, little paper echoes of our early love. Sometimes on an evening when the sky turns gold, we take them out and let the story unfold. You kiss my cheek and say it's all so real. Every page still smells like the Ferris wheel. Maybe someday when our hair turns gray, we'll find that fair at the end of May. Walk past the prizes and the spinning lights, chasing down the ghosts of our first nights. We'll climb again to the topmost seat, hear our hearts keep time with the turning beat. You'll take my hand and softly whisper still, baby, close your eyes. We're by the Ferris wheel, by the Ferris wheel, where it all began. Still your faithful girl, still your steady man, spinning through the seasons, through the joy and tears, holding on together all these years. By the Ferris wheel as the night grows long, every gentle promise became our song. Every road we traveled, every dream made real, started in your arms by the Ferris wheel. Quiet and the lights all fade, love keeps turning in the vows we made. Close your eyes and feel what I still feel. We're forever young by the Ferris wheel. The shoreline stones, skipping wishes on the blue, evening settling on the water. I was walking next to you.
You were talking about tomorrow, hands were shaking just a bit when you brushed against my fingers. Every star above us lit. I can feel that quiet trembling every time I see your face in that faded little photo from our very first embrace.
the shoreline stones, skipping wishes on the blue. Evening settling on the water, I was walking next to you.
You were talking about tomorrow. Hands were shaking just a bit when you brushed against my fingers.
Every star above us lit. I can feel that quiet trembling every time I see your face in that faded little photo from our very first embrace. All these pictures by the lake hold the way my heart began to wake. Every soft September sky, every shy mistake we'd made, I still fall in love with you in these pictures by the lake.
There's a postcard with your handwriting, curved and careful, almost shy,
from the year we spent in cities, living underneath different skies.
You wrote, I will keep this shoreline
Near my shoreline,
in my pocket, near my heart,
near my heart, till the day we walk together. Never more so far apart. Now I trace those little letters with a thumb that's grown with time, but the promise in that ink feels as fresh as when you signed. All these pictures by the lake, and your words I never could forsake. Every gentle looping line, every vow we'd softly make, keeps me walking back to you through these pictures by the lake.
on our bedroom wooden floor now
Lies a box of memories,
shoes kicked off, the kettle singing.
wind is whispering through the trees.
We don't need a grand adventure or a
Far off shining place, just your shoulder leaning into mine, and these moments we can trace. So let's keep pictures by the lake, on the shelf beside the love we make. When the daylight's growing tired and our bones begin to ache, I will see us young and waiting for the dust to slowly break, and I'll fall in love forever through these pictures by the lake. Sha-la-la, pictures by the lake. Sha-la-la, pictures by the lake.
soft guitars and falling rain. Two warm hands, one train. We were walking down the sidewalk, city lights were shining low. You pulled me underneath your umbrella, said come on, let's take it slow. We found a little corner cafe, foggy glass and candle flame. You traced your name with a fingertip on the window writing my name. Outside all the world kept rushing by, taxi horns and midnight trains. But time stood still when you smiled at me through the silver threads of rain. Cafe window in the rain, that's where I'll go when I feel the pain. When life gets heavy and I'm feeling small, I see your face in that old cafe wall. Your hand in mine, the world's so far away. You whisper, we'll be alright someday. My heart goes back again and again to our cafe window in the rain. You wrote a little note on a napkin, folded corners neat and tight. Wherever this life tries to send us, hold my heart and hold on tight. Later on by your front porch light, coat still damp and shoes still cold. You kissed my cheek and your voice was soft, saying some things never grow old. The raindrops played a rhythm on the steps like a gentle beating drum. And in that hush between your words and mine, I knew my forever had come. Cafe window in the rain, that's where I'll go when I feel the pain. When life gets heavy and I'm feeling small, I see your face in that old cafe wall. Your hand in mine, the world's so far away. You whisper we'll be alright someday. My heart goes back again and again to our cafe window in the rain. Now there's letters in a box by my bedside, faded ink and worn out creases. Every line in your sweet handwriting keeps my restless heart in pieces. Sometimes when the night feels lonesome, I can almost hear your name in the hush of distant traffic sounds and the tapping of the rain. We never needed fancy words, just a quiet place to stay. The way you laughed at my old jokes, how your head would turn my way. If I live 100 years or more, one memory will remain. Your eyes meeting mine, all soft and shy by that cafe window in the rain. Cafe window in the rain, you turn my sorrow into something sane. When days get weary and the colors fade, I see your smile in that reflection frame. Your hand in mine, the world's so far away. We promised we'll be alright someday. I love you through the joy and through the strain, like that cafe window rain in the rain. Soft guitars and falling rain. Close my eyes, you're here again. Every heartbeat whispers your sweet name at our cafe window in the rain. and salt in the air tonight, and the shoreline's wearing all its little pearls of light. I remember you in sandals on this broken stone, laughing at the gulls like we own this shore alone. We would trace our foolish futures in the evening foam, promise on the tide that we'd never leave this home. You said if I have to go and chase my city dreams, will you keep this little corner where the water gleams? I swore by every star that touched the open sea, if you ever wandered back, you'd find the same old me. Now the years have run like rivers out of sight, but here you are again in the soft white light. I don't know where you've been or what you've seen, I just know what this moment means. Walk me by the sea, darling, take my hand. Let the waves keep time for our hearts to understand. We don't need a ballroom or a silver key. All I really want is you to walk me by the sea. Walk me by the sea, underneath the sky. Let the wind steal every lonely goodbye. If the past was broken, let it drift out free, while you lean a little closer and you walk me by the sea. You tell me about the postcards that you meant to send, names of distant stations strangers turn to friends. You say every crowded street, every hotel room had a quiet piece of sand where you still bloom. I show you how the boardwalk got a coat of paint, how the old hotel marquee's missing half its saints, but the benches by the railing, I say with a smile, kept a place beside me all the while. There's a song from a cafe drifting soft and low, like a memory the tide forgot to let go. If there's something on your lips you're scared to speak, let the ocean answer for you when it peaks. Walk me by the sea, darling, take my hand. Let the waves keep time for our hearts to understand. We don't need a ballroom or a silver key. All I really want is you to walk me by the sea. Walk me by the sea, underneath the sky. Let the wind steal every lonely goodbye. If the past was broken, let it drift out free, while you lean a little closer and you walk me by the sea. We stop beside a lantern where the shadows bend, your hair caught in the breeze like it did back then. You whisper I was foolish when I walked away, but this shore kept calling me back night and day. I say love is like the water, always finding shore, slipping through the darkness till it knocks once more. If you're tired of running where you cannot see, let your next step be with me. Walk me by the sea, stay a little long, let the surf ride over everything we got wrong. We don't need tomorrow, all mapped out for free. If tonight you choose my side and walk me by the sea.
walk me by the sea. When the nights grow cold, we'll be two soft stories that the waves retold. If the world keeps changing, let it turn and flee. We'll go slow, heart to heart, as you walk me by the sea. So take one more step, darling, don't let go of me. There's a lifetime in this shoreline if you'll walk me by the sea.
Soft summer night, midway light so bright. All I knew was how you made me feel when you kissed me under the Ferris wheel. We were walking through the midway, paper tickets in your hand, cotton candy on my fingertips, little brass notes from the band. Every booth was calling to us, every prize a flashing sign, but the only thing that mattered was your shoulder touching mine. You said let's go a little higher, pointed up into the sky, to the painted cars that circle like the stars that passed us by. As we climbed into the carriage, all the world felt soft and small, with the ocean in the distance like a whisper just beyond it all. Under the Ferris wheel my heart started turning, round and around with every light I saw. Under the Ferris wheel my hands started learning how it feels to fit so gently in your own, with the summer air and the music playing. I could hardly tell what was dream or real, but I knew my life was changing forever when you held me under the Ferris wheel. Later on beside the shoreline, windows open to the breeze, car radio on a slow song, you were humming low with me. All the dashboard glow was golden on your profile in the dark, and you tapped the wheel in rhythm with the beating of my heart. We drove past the sleeping houses, past the harbor's distant light, like the road itself was promising we'd remember this whole night. Every chorus on the station felt like it was meant for two. I could hear the future whisper, I'll be coming back with you. Under the Ferris wheel my heart started turning, round and around with every light I saw. Under the Ferris wheel my hands started learning how it feels to fit so gently in your own, with the summer air and the music playing. I could hardly tell what was dream or real, but I knew my life was changing forever when you held me under the Ferris wheel. Now there's pictures in my dresser, little corners curled with time, you and me in tilted poses, tiny bulbs behind us shine. Every year when summer finds us, we still drive down to the fair, and the world grows young and quiet when the wheel lifts us in air. All the noise below turns distant, just a soft and friendly roar, the days grow long and lonely, if the sky turns gray and white, darling, close your eyes and see me by your laughing, breathless side. Hear the midway bells and music, feel the cool salt on your skin. There's a little car that's waiting for our hearts to climb back in. When the future feels uncertain, when you don't know what is real, we can find our way to summer underneath that Ferris wheel. Under the Ferris wheel I'll always be waiting, round and around through every passing year. Under the Ferris wheel my love will be staying, shining like those colored lights when you draw near. With the ocean wind and the band still playing, every gentle turn says this love is real, and I'll fall for you like the very first evening, every time we're under the Ferris wheel. Do-do-do-do, soft summer night. Do-do-do-do, hold me just as tight. When the midway fades and the world grows still, meet me under the Ferris wheel. Softly hums the summer night, crickets sing beneath the light. We used to drive beside the river road, windows down and all our worries low. Car radio playing some slow love song, dashboard glow to guide us along. Your hand on the wheel, my head on your arm. Every little mile felt safe and warm. You'd say if I must travel far some night, just wait for me under the porch light. And the river in the distance kept its gentle flow, while the stars above the windshield hung so low. You said love was like that endless silver line, always finding its way back in time. Under the porch light I'll be waiting, under the porch light come home to me. When the long road ends and the night feels cold, follow that glow you always see. I don't need a map or a guiding sign so bright, I'll be loving you under the porch light. I see us by the riverside at dusk, talking about forever and our trust, skipping little stones across the fading day, watching all our shadows slip away. You drew a heart upon my open palm, said keep this with you when the world's not calm. You kissed my fingers in the failing light and whispered, think of me each porch lit night. Now the evening breeze still carries shades of you, every rustling leaf sounds like the words you use. I hold your picture in the golden station gate. I watched your train roll out and mark the date. You waved from the window as the whistle cried. I stood on the platform trying not to sigh. You said this goodbye is only for a while. Turn it into hello when you see my smile. Just keep that little bulb burning soft and white, and I'll come walking through it late some night. Sometimes the clock runs slow, sometimes it flies, but every hour I still remember your eyes. I set 2 cups on the table near the door, like you might step back on this old porch floor. If seasons pass and silver threads appear, I'll still be that girl who held you near, with the same small lamp in the same warm glow, shining for the boy I used to know. Under the porch light I'll be waiting. Under the porch light, come home to me. When the engines fade and the roads grow dark, let that little circle guide your heart to me. I don't need a fortune or a shining crown so bright, only you and me under the porch light. Under the porch light, through the years gone by, we'll be holding hands as the world walks by, side by side, in that soft, forgiving night. You and I forever, under the porch light. Softly hums the summer night, and I'm keeping love beneath this light.
We were slow dancing at the old town hall, jukebox humming by the far back wall. Your cheek resting so easy on my chest, every step saying we are blessed. Colored bulbs were hanging from the beams above, shadows drawing little halos round our love. And the band packed up for the night at 10, but I still wanted to dance again. So I took your hand, said let's go home, down those sleepy streets we've always known, where the crickets sing and the stars burn white. There's a little glow waiting in the night. Under the porch light, baby, hold me nearer. Let the quiet world just fade from sight. Under the porch light, your eyes shine clearer than any neon sign we pass tonight. We don't need a crowd or a band to guide us, just your gentle hands in these hands of mine. Under the porch light, our love reminds us that forever can feel like Saturday night. Key turns softly in the front door lock, kitchen clock ticking like a steady rock. You laughed low as you slipped off your shoes, barefoot steps in the yellowish hues. Coffee cups resting on the counter near, little notes we leave each other through the year. All the days and nights that brought us here, every smile, every quiet tear. I reach for you by the screen door frame. Same old house, but it's never quite the same. Every time you lean into my arms just right, I feel brand new in the pale porch light. Under the porch light, baby, hold me nearer. Let the quiet world just fade from sight. Under the porch light, your eyes shine clearer than any neon sign we pass tonight. We don't need a crowd or a band to guide us, just your gentle hands in these hands of mine. Under the porch light, our love reminds us that forever can feel like Saturday night. Years go by like a slow, sweet song, some days short and some days long, but we still find that old dance floor on this worn-out kitchen tile by the door. Morning sunlight in your silvering hair, evening shadows in your favorite chair. Through it all, when the day is through, there's a little light waiting just for two. If the nights grow cold and the wind blows rough, if the days get heavy and the road feels tough, baby, step outside when the sky turns blue. Let that soft porch glow fall over you. Close your eyes and you'll feel me there, with my hand at the small of your back, I swear. We'll sway real slow till the world feels right, just you and me in that gentle light. Under the porch light, I'll be right beside you, through the changing years and the passing time. Under the porch light, my heart will guide you back to these arms and this faithful rhyme. We don't need a stage or the crowd's bright shining, just your beating heart pressed close to mine. Under the porch light, love keeps reminding two ordinary souls, they still can shine. Through every season, no grand reason, just feels so right. When the whole world sleeps and the stars start climbing, we'll be dancing under the porch light. Under the station clock, snowflakes fall and the world stands still.
World stands still. One last kiss before I go, one last promise I have to fill.
Your breath was silver in the winter air, steam from the engine swirling everywhere.
You held my hands in your shaking gloves, said sometimes distance has to test our love. watched your suitcase as you turned away, the platform trembling like my heart that day. You waved once more through the evening mist,
and I can still feel that goodbye kiss.
you said when the nights feel long and cold, think of my arms you used to hold. Look down the tracks through the smoke and the rain, that's where I'll find you again. I'll wait at the station through the falling snow, by the old brass clock and the lantern glow, till your train rolls in like a long lost song. I'll be standing here where you belong. I'll wait at the station when the nights turn gray and the loudspeakers whisper trains away. If it takes all my heart and all my patience, I'll wait. I'll wait at the station.
I've seen bright cities with their shining signs, heard midnight whistles on 100 lines,
but every ticket that they tear into feels like a road that should lead to you. The crowded car is full of tired eyes, but in the glass it's your face I find. I close my own and I hear you say,
I'll be right there when you come someday.
I told the stars on the smoky run,
I'll come back home when my work is done.
through every station, every lonely track,
I felt your promise pulling me back.
I wait at the station through the falling snow, by the old brass clock and the lantern glow, till your train rolls in like a long lost song. I'll be standing here where you belong. I'll wait at the station when the nights turn gray and the loudspeakers whisper trains away. If it takes all my heart and all my patience,
I'll wait.
I'll wait at the station.
Seasons change on these wooden beams, leaves and blossoms, all the in-betweens. I've worn out footsteps on this platform floor, listening for wheels I've been waiting for.
Sometimes the snow falls, sometimes it's rain, sometimes it's just a quiet empty train, but I hold my scarf a little closer tight and keep on trusting in the morning light.
Tonight the whistle sounds different somehow.
Feels like the future turning into now. My restless journey is finally through. Every mile has led me back to you.
I see the headlight cutting through the dark.
Hear my name inside that iron heart. The doors fly open and the world goes still, till I see you standing on the hill. We run together through the winter haze, like we're children of the railroad days. In your trembling hands and your tearful face, I'll wait at the station when the nights turn gray. If you ever have to go away, no matter how far or what you're facing, you'll find my love at the station.
If the world should change and the lines all fade,
my heart will stay where our promise was made. Under the clock and the silver rails' vibration, I'll wait at the station.
Rain on the sidewalks, soft and slow. Two shadows walking where the streetlights glow.
I still remember how the city streets were wet. You were holding to my arm so you would not forget. Under one small umbrella in the silver rain, every drop was tapping out our last refrain.
You kept checking that old suitcase at your side, trying to be brave while your eyes gave you away inside. By the station where the midnight whistles cry, we were just two hearts learning how to say goodbye.
You said I'll write you every single night.
Oh, I
said I'll dream you into every lie. And as your train pulled slowly out of sight, I held your promise in the falling night. Under the porch light, holding you near, whispering secrets only we hear.
When the whole world is sleeping at night,
I fall in love again. Under the porch light,
every goodbye, every return, all of the years and the miles we earned,
fade away when your face is in my sight, shining soft under the porch light. There were letters with your careful leaning hand, little photographs from some faraway land. I would read every line by that same front door till the ink felt warm like it did before. Ooh,
I kept your ribbon in a pocket on my chest. Every lonely night I'd hold it while I tried to rest. Far from home with a whistle in my ears, I could hear your voice calling through the years.
pages full of someday we'll be free. Train songs turning into you and me. Every envelope a small porch light, glowing softly in the darkest night.
Under the porch light, holding you near, whispering secrets
faces in my sight, shining soft under the porch light. Then one evening, after all those passing years, I came walking up your street through my own fears.
Rain was falling just the way it used to do, and the porch light burned like it waited to.
I opened up the door before you rang the bell. Knew your footsteps in a way I couldn't tell.
You just stood there with the raindrops in your hair, and the whole wide world vanished in the quiet air. We could have lost it in the turning of the days, in the distance and the long and winding ways. But your name stayed written in my heart so bright, like your face there glowing in that gentle light.
Now the trains still run and the city never sleeps, but our little corner, all its magic keeps.
Every time the rain begins to fall just right, I find your hand again in that pool of light under the porch light, holding you near.
Yeah, nothing between us but the night and the years. When the world feels heavy and the road's been long,
We are still the answer in each other's song.
under the porch light, hearts burning slow,
Two old promises that never let go.
all our tomorrows and our yesterdays bright. Gather close,
Right under the porch light. Rain on the sidewalk, soft and slow. Two shadows swaying where the warm lights glow. Time moves on, but my heart holds you tight, forever standing under the porch light. There's a cardboard box on my living room floor, spilling out summers we don't share anymore. Edges gone yellow, corners curling in, all of the places where our hands had been. I sit cross-legged in the lamplight's glow, dust in the air like tiny flakes of snow. The ticking clock is louder than before, but I still hear your key inside the door. I put on a record to cover the quiet, still I can hear your footsteps on the walk. When the room's in shadow and the needle's silent, that's when the past comes back and knocks. Scattered pictures of you, shining in the lamplight, soft and blue. Every smile, every tear brings your heartbeat back in view. No matter what I try to do, I keep falling back these scattered pictures of you. Here's one of us on that old park bench, your coat too big, your hair in tangled strands. You drew our names along the peeling wood and swore you'd stay forever Another frame, a rainy city street. You're half in laughter, half in running feet. My borrowed jacket hanging off your arms, like I could wrap you safe from every storm. I hide you in pages and bottom drawers, but somehow you drift back to my front door. Every time the evening starts to bruise, I see those colors bleeding through. Scattered pictures of you shining in the lamplight, soft and blue. Every smile, every tear brings your heartbeat back in view. No matter what I try to do, I keep falling back into counting back pictures of you. Somewhere you're walking down another lane, different windows calling out your name. Maybe you folded up our yesterday, but mine is spread around me where I lay. And though I know the years won't turn around, there's comfort in these fragments on the ground. Little pieces of a love we knew, still lighting up this quiet room. I stack the moments back in careful rows, tie up the lid and let the shadows close. But one small picture stays here by my bed, your laughing eyes and sunlight on your head. I set it down beside the midnight phone, whisper goodnight like you're still coming home. Then turn the lamp low just enough to see the way you're always looking back at me. Scattered pictures of you glowing in the lamplight, soft and true. I'll let the past be what it was, but I won't hide it out of view. For all the miles and all we've been through, part of me will always move through scattered pictures of you. Part of me will always move through scattered pictures of you.
Rain on the sidewalks, evening rush gone home. City breathing softly, streets of shining stone. I walk past the windows, neon glowing blue, back to the station where I once let go of you.
Ticket man is yawning, clock is almost 10. Echo of a whistle pulls me back to then. You with your suitcase shaking in the rain, me trying to be brave while you boarded that train.
We said write me every Sunday night. You pressed my hands and said I'll try, but somehow I believed through every mile I would still see your eyes
Under the station lights,
That's where I lost you once that night. But every letter that you ever wrote pulled me back to that platform of hope.
under the station lights,
I kept your promise in my mind till the day you step into my side. Under the station lights.
I watch the dark field slipping past the pain, trying not
Some nights the distance echoed through my room. I read your lines in yellow table gloom. Each gentle sentence, every clumsy line, holding my heart like your hand once held mine.
Under the station lights,
That's where I left you in the night. But every letter that you ever sent kept my lonely footsteps facing home again.
under the station lights,
I traced your name 100 times, dreaming of turning and finding your smile.
under the station lights.
Years turn the edges of the pages worn. Ink bled a little like the day we swore.
No matter the distance, no matter the time, we'd follow the tracks to the same old sign. I kept your photographs inside my coat.
I kissed your name on every envelope.
Every faded stamp and trembling line drew a little circle round our lives.
Tonight the timetable flickers with your train. My hands are shaking just to see your name.
Crowd begins to gather underneath the beams. Raindrops stitching silver through the steam.
I stand among the travelers with my case, searching every shadow for your face.
Then through the umbrellas and the yellow glow, there you are, just the same as long ago.
You drop your bags and I forget the years. Rain and laughter tangled with our tears.
The whole wide city fading out of sight,
till it's only you and me tonight.
under the station lights, we find each other one more time. All of the miles and all those nights, folding in your arms and in your eyes. Under the station lights,
No more goodbyes, no more someday.
if this is home, let it start right here, where our hearts remember how to stay. Under the station lights, under the station lights. If this is home, let it always be. Under the station We used to climb those 4 flights in the dark, sneakers on the steps so no one heard. You'd hold the door and whisper, "Careful now," like we were slipping into some forbidden world. The city hummed beneath our borrowed sky. A line of shirts was dancing in the breeze. We traced our futures in the chimney smoke and let the rooftops listen to our dreams. We had nothing but the moon and a radio tune, but it felt like morning would belong to us soon. In our little rooftop world, where the stars lean close to see, I was just a shy young girl. You were all the air I'd breathe, while the windows flickered gold and the streetlights softly swirled. I learned how love can hold hold you in our little rooftop world. The neighbors' windows glowed like picture frames. We'd hear a laugh and then the dishes ring. You'd draw a heart in dust along the rail and say someday this might be our everything. We shared a coat when autumn found the town. You wrapped it tight and brushed my hair aside. You said, someday we won't have to hide like this. We'll have a place where you can always be my bride. We had nothing but the moon and a radio tune, but I swore my forever when I danced there with you. In our little rooftop world, where the stars lean close to see, I was just a shy young girl. You were all the air I'd breathe, while the windows flickered gold and the streetlights softly swirled. I learned how love can hold you in our little rooftop world. Now the years have filled our closets and our days. We've got bills and clocks and lines upon our face. But when the night gets heavy on my chest, you take my hand and lead me up those stairs again. Tonight the city's older just like us, but every roof still wears a crown of light. We stand between the laundry and the sky, and you pull me gently closer by your side. You say, remember when we had no plans at all? I smile and whisper, this is what they all became. Two tired hearts still beating in the dark on the same small roof where I first learned your name. In our little rooftop world, where the stars still lean to see, I'm no longer just that girl, but you're still the air I breathe, while the windows flickered gold and the streetlights softly swirl. I'll spend my life beside you in our little rooftop world. In our little rooftop world, I'll spend my life beside you.
Rain upon the windshield in the quiet of the night, radio low and your town up ahead in the light. Do you remember when the streets were slick with rain? We shared one small umbrella, laughing just the same. We pressed against the window of a little corner cafe, tracing dreams in circles on the glass that fogged away. You said if ever distance tries to pull us side to side, I'll leave a little shining sign to help you home at night. Pointed to the doorway where the shadows met the glow, saying, I'll be by the porch light, so you'll always know. Now miles and months have drifted in between, but I still see that promise like a movie scene. Every road I take leads back to you. If that little light is burning true, waiting by the porch light, will you be there still? Like a gentle beacon on a lonely hill. If I see you standing in that circle bright, I'll know your heart was waiting by the porch light. Waiting by the porch light through the wind and rain, shining out a welcome, calling me by name. Darling, if you're there when I arrive tonight, I'll walk back into love by the porch light. The car radio is playing us a soft and distant song, the kind we used to slow dance to when evenings felt so long. I picture you in slippers with a sweater pulled in tight, listening for my footsteps in the hush of kitchen light. Maybe you grew tired of letters that took time. Maybe all my postcards fell too far behind. But if there's still a spark of what we used to share, you'll flip that little switch and let me find you there. Every turn I take I whisper out your name, praying all my wandering wasn't all in vain. And if this heart has read you right, I'll see your shadow in the light. Waiting by the porch light, will you be there still? Like a gentle beacon on a lonely hill. If I see you standing in that circle bright, I'll know your heart was waiting by the porch light. Waiting by the porch light through the wind and rain, shining out a welcome, calling me by name. Darling, if you're there when I arrive tonight, I'll walk back into love by the porch light. Now I'm on your street and every house is dark and still. Porsches lined in shadows, they're so damp and chill. Then suddenly one doorway blooms in amber gold, just the way you promised me so many years ago. You're standing in your doorway with a towel for my hair, smiling like the time apart was never really there. You say you took the long way, but you found your way to me. And the rain turns soft as our hearts come free. All the nights I wondered if I'd lost your face, if time had washed our footprints from that tender place. But love can cross the distance where the dark roads bend, with one small porch light shining at the end. Hold me in the doorway, let the night roll by. We'll leave the past behind us where the raindrops lie. From this moment on, whenever I'm out of sight, I'll be hurrying home to your porch light. Waiting by the porch light, you were there for me, like a star that never left the sky I couldn't see. Now I feel your heartbeat in that circle bright, and I know your love was waiting by the porch light. Waiting by the porch light through the wind and rain. You were my forever when I came back again. Darling, every road will lead me home each night to your open arms and our porch light. Rain upon the windshield fades into the dawn. Shoes upon the doorstep, traveling days all gone. Long as there's a glow to guide me through the night, I'll be coming home to you by the porch light.
Dusty steps and one soft torch, footsteps on a road remembered, coming back to the old porch. I've been gone for many seasons, chasing roads and city skies, but your street kept calling softly, like a song I couldn't hide. Every mile I drove back homewards, every station, every town, I could see your faded house there when I finally turned around.
Now I'm standing by your railing with my suitcase by my side, hoping you still hear me knocking on the door I left behind.
Through the window there's a glimmer, kitchen clock and gentle flame. All the years fall into whisper when I softly say your name. Back on the old porch, under evening skies, you're still the same light shining in my eyes. Though the seasons changed us, though we walked apart, this little wooden doorway never left my heart. Back on the old porch, in the fading day, somehow every wrong turn led me back this way. If you take my hand now, I won't let it go. Back on the old porch where our first love started to grow.
I was washing cups in silence, radio humming soft and low, when I heard that careful knocking from a voice so long ago. All those letters in the shoebox, folded corners, ink turned brown, came alive in just a heartbeat as I slowly turned around.
You were standing where the roses used to climb along the rail, with that same unsure half smile there, like a promise in the mail.
Every page I kept from you, love, every word and crooked line seemed to rise into the lamplight when you touched your hand to mine.
Back on the old porch, under evening skies, you're still the same light shining in my eyes. Though the seasons changed us, though we walked apart, this little wooden doorway never left my heart. Back on the old porch, in the fading day, somehow every wrong turn led you back this way. If I take your hand now, I won't let it go. Back on the old porch where our first love started to grow. Now the crickets keep the rhythm, and the night air smells like rain. We are older, but the feeling finds its way to us again. On a swing we used to share here, side by side and slow and near, all the questions we've been carrying start to quietly disappear. You lean close and speak so gently,
I
I was scared you might move on.
But the porch light on your shoulder says this love was never gone. All the buses, all the phone calls that we never quite could make, all the roads that turned us elsewhere, all the time we had to take. In the drawer there's one old picture, two young faces, summer air. Now the shadows match that moment in the way we're seated there.
If tomorrow brings us troubles, if the world feels sharp and wide, we'll remember how it started, just your hand in mine outside.
Back on the old porch in the silver night, every star above us seems a little bright. All the lonely highways, all the stops and starts led us to this wooden step and back into our hearts. Back on the old porch where the soft wind blows, you can hear forever in the way it flows. If we hold each other, we'll be home for sure. Back on the old porch where our first I love you was pure. Oh.
Back on the old porch where the shadows fall. We don't need the city, we don't need it all. Just a quiet doorway and your fingers laced with mine. Back on the old porch till the end of time.
Evening breeze through the screen door, old clock softly keeping score.
Every road I had to wander
Led me back to you once more. When the daylight slowly leaves us and the world feels far away, we'll be back on the old porch, love, at the closing of each day. Rooftop after midnight, city far below. You and I in shadows where the soft winds blow. We climb the narrow stairwell when the house is still. Bare feet on the concrete, hearts against the chill. A little silver radio balanced on the rail, whispers out a love song like a tender tale. You lean into my shoulder as the night drifts by. Laundry lines are swaying neath the velvet sky. Rooftop after midnight, hold me in the breeze. Let the crowded daylight fall down to its knees. All the glowing windows, all the streets of stone fade into the distance when we're here alone. If the world feels heavy, if the years feel wide, rooftop after midnight, I'm safe by your side. Neighbors' little curtains bloom with TV light.
Taxi horns are fading somewhere in the night. Up above the chimneys, stars begin to show, and your laughing silhouette is all I need to know. You trace our names together on the dusty floor. Promise me in whispers we'll come back for more. Rooftop after midnight, hold me in the breeze. Let the crowded daylight fall down to its knees. All the glowing windows, all the streets of stone fade into the distance when we're here alone. If the world feels heavy, if the years feel wide, rooftop after midnight, I'm safe by your side. Some nights we come up weary from the day's long fight, shopping bags and worries, hands a little tight. But one slow song on the radio and one deep breath of air, and suddenly the whole wide world feels lighter up here. They can build their towers, they can paint the town, but they can't touch the heaven where we're looking down. As long as there's a rooftop and your fingers laced in mine, I'll keep meeting you up here at the edge of time. Rooftop after midnight, hold me close again. Let the gentle bossa wash away what's been. All the days behind us, all the roads ahead. Don't feel quite so lonesome when your cheek is to my head. If tomorrow trembles and the stars collide, rooftop after midnight, I'll be on your side.
Ferris wheel turning in the summer air, cotton candy shadows, music everywhere. Waves kept time with the carousel tune. Two young hearts underneath the moon.
I remember laughing by the painted ride, ticket stubs crumpled in your hand in mine. You won a small prize at the knocking game, pinned a ribbon on me, whispered my name.
We walked the boardwalk till the lights went low, salt on your lips and the warm winds glow.
You said if you ever lose your way to me,
Look for my porch light by the sea. Years rolled out like the waves on the sand, pulled us farther than we ever planned.
Still every summer when the fair rolls in,
I hear your laughter on the wind again.
porch light by the sea, shining soft and low, calling through the night where the seabirds go.
If you're out there drifting, come back home to me. Follow that glow, my porch light by the sea.
Porch light by the sea, through the wind and spray,
Holding out a hope that you'll find your way.
if our love still lingers where it used to be,
You'll see it burning, porch light by the sea. I moved inland where the streets stand still, trading ocean songs for a factory hill. But on my wall there's a faded view of the Ferris wheel and a younger you.
I stay behind with the painted boats, hanging summer towels on the old back porch.
Every evening when the sun slips down, I light that lamp at the edge of town.
Some nights driving back to see the shore,
I almost knock on your front door.
I hear each car on the gravel lane, wonder if it's you
Come home again.
Porch light by the sea, shining soft and low, calling through the night where the seabirds go.
If you're out there drifting, come back home to me. Follow that glow, my porch light by the sea.
Porch light by the sea,
Through the wind and spray, holding out a hope that you'll find your way.
if our love still lingers where it used to be,
You'll see it burning, porch light by the sea. Tonight the carnival is back in town. I hear the music as the sun goes down.
I wipe my hands on my apron hem,
Then light that lamp like I did back then. I park my car by the sandy road, hear the distant call of the midway show. I walk the promenade slow and bare, smelling sugar, hearing laughter in the air. Each step closer to the turning tide, every heartbeat pulling us to collide. Then through the dusk, soft as it can be, we see that little light beside the sea. Maybe we can't bring back our 17,
but we can walk where our feet have been.
maybe the years put lines on our face,
But our hearts still know this place.
if the winds grow wild and the sky turns gray, we'll hold that light till it guides our way. In every storm and memory, we'll keep it shining by the sea.
Porch light by the sea, let it glow for two, for the girl
Porchlight by the sea. When our hair turns white,
We'll sit on the steps in its gentle light.
if my hand grows shaky,
Still you'll sit by me and watch it burning. Porchlight by the sea. Terrace wheel fading in the distant dark. Waves still whisper where we left our mark. Two tired hearts, one small lamp by the sea.
Soft sax playing in a corner of the night. Coins in the jukebox, spinning golden light. Rain on the sidewalk, shining like glass. You held your coat up as the cars rolled past. You said, come on, darling, let me keep you dry. So we shared one umbrella under that stormy sky. We passed the cafe with the fogged up panes. People tracing hearts in the window rain. Then we heard the rhythm from the old dance hall, like a warm heartbeat through the brick-back wall. You smiled and whispered, honey, don't you know, every love story needs a place to grow. I took your hand and we stepped inside, where the world felt small and the night felt wide. By the jukebox light, swaying slow with you. Red and blue shadows on your Sunday shoes. Every little song that the records played made a brand new promise that we'd always stay. By the jukebox light, while the rain came down, you spun me in circles till we left the ground. If I live forever, I'll remember that night, falling into love by the jukebox light. Ooh. Summer came around with the county fair, Ferris wheel turning in the dusky air. We left our tickets in your folded sleeve, raced back to the music cause we couldn't leave. You leaned and told me in the soft warm glow, maybe one day, girl, I won't let you go. And I felt that promise in the saxophones cry, like fireworks painted on the midnight sky. Our friends were laughing by the open door, but we just drifted to the checkered floor. The world kept talking, but we just knew every beat was saying I belong to you. By the jukebox light, swaying slow with you. Red and blue shadows on your Sunday shoes. Every little song that the records played made a brand new promise that we'd always stay. By the jukebox light, while the rain came down, you spun me in circles till we left the ground. If I live forever, I'll remember that night, falling into love by the jukebox light. Now the years roll on like the city streets, but you still find my hand when you hear that beat. On a quiet evening when the sky turns gray, we find some corner where the old songs play. Maybe it's a kitchen with the radio low, or a worn out diner where the old folks go. But if there's a melody and your arms are near, it feels like that dance hall again, my dear. By the jukebox light, after all this time, your heart still keeping its gentle rhyme. Every little love song in the air we hear brings that first slow dance back crystal clear. By the jukebox light, in my memory's room, we're young and laughing while the roses bloom. If I live forever, I'll still hold you tight, always coming back to that jukebox light. Sha-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la, hold me close tonight.
sitting by the painted carousel with a shy, soft smile only I could tell. I was holding 2 tickets in my trembling hand while the brass band played like a small town band. You looked at me and said, let's take that ride, and the whole world faded when you moved by my side. As the Ferris wheel lifted us into the sky, every heart beat louder as the ground rolled by. Lights below us turning into color streams, and I knew you were the answer to my quiet dreams. Ferris wheel nights, holding you tight, high above the fairground in the soft dim light. When the world feels cold and the days turn gray, I close my eyes and I'm back that day. Hand in hand, hearts in flight, spinning slow through the summer night. All my life I'll remember it right, those Ferris wheel nights. Later on we were driving by the quiet shore, little seaside streets we'd walked before. Car radio low with a distant song. You were softly humming, I was singing along. Dashboard glow painting gold on your face. Waves rolled in with an easy grace. You leaned on my shoulder, whispered low, promise me you'll never let this feeling go. Street lights flickered as the night wind blew. Every mile I fell more in love with you. I could feel forever in your gentle side, with the ocean talking and the stars so high. Ferris wheel nights, holding you tight, high above the fairground in the soft dim light. When the world feels cold and the days turn gray, I close my eyes and I'm back that day. Hand in hand, hearts in flight, spinning slow through the summer night. All my life I'll remember it right, those Ferris wheel nights. Now the summers keep circling year by year. We still find that fair when it rolls back here. We hold 2 tickets in our aging hands, while a younger couple takes the seats we once had. But your smile's still the same when the big wheel turns. In your eyes that first July still burns, and I know as long as I feel your hand in mine, every simple moment turns to something fine. We never needed diamonds or city dreams, just the creak of the wheel and the midway streams. Just a soft, slow tune and a little night air. Just a borrowed ride on a bright old chair. When the days feel heavy and the years feel long, I go back to the start of our favorite song, to the hush in your voice, to your fingers in mine, to the moment our hearts fell into the same line. Ferris wheel nights, holding you tight, lifting up our troubles in the carnival light. When the world feels cold and the days turn gray, I music in the air. You and I still standing there. Time rolls on, but my heart still writes your name in those Ferris wheel nights.
Rain on the sidewalk, traffic rolling slow, street lamps painted silver on the code I know. Footsteps all around me, couples passing by, sharing little whispers underneath the sky. I pull up your umbrella, though you're far tonight. Still I hear you laughing in the yellow light. Every drop that falls is a memory of you, waiting in the shadows like you used to do. Darling, though the miles lie between our hearts, I can feel your hand where the evening starts. Every echo on this avenue leads me back to standing close to you. Umbrella for two in the soft city rain, holding you near while the world drifts away again. Umbrella for two, every raindrop knows your name. Side by side in the hush of the window pane. When the night comes through and I'm missing you, I still walk this avenue, holding on to dreams of an umbrella for two. Do you remember by the river at the edge of town? Dusk was laying velvet as the sun went down, water catching colors from the fading sky, quiet little ripples where the boat slid by. You were close beside me in that gentle air, sharing one umbrella, wind in your hair. You said if the storm comes, I'll be holding you, and the clouds broke open just to prove it true. Raindrops on your lashes, lips so near to mine, every whispered promise standing still in time. Every heartbeat, every breath we drew, felt like all the world was only you. Umbrella for two in the soft city rain, holding you near while the world drifts away again. Umbrella for two, every raindrop knows your name. Side by side in the hush of the window pane. When the night comes through and I'm missing you, I still walk this avenue, holding on to dreams of an umbrella for two. Now I drive these nights with the radio low, letters on the seat in your handwriting glow, dashboard in the darkness like a little flame, whispering your stories when I call your name. Photographs are waiting in a worn out frame, smiles from yesterday that look
the way I've been. Down by the river when the day is through, sometimes I imagine I am seeing you, silhouette in twilight where the willows lean, walking to my arms like in an old dream. Someday when the distance finally fades away, we'll be under raindrops on another day, and I'll hold you closer than I ever knew, while the world turns slow around us too. Umbrella for two in the soft city rain, nothing between us but the beating of hearts again. Umbrella for two, all our waiting almost through, every lonely evening leading back to you. When the skies turn gray, I will gladly stay, sharing every storm with you. All my life I'll be your umbrella for two. Oh, all my life I'll be your umbrella for two.
Soft rain tapping on the window pane, coffee on the stove whispering your name. I still remember that old corner seat, watching raindrops race down the cafe glass. You walked in shaking off your coat and hat, smiled at me like you've been waiting years to pass. You said, "Is this chair taken, darling, please?" My heart was beating like a soul song low. Outside the night was gray and drifting by, inside your eyes were burning soft and gold. Ever since that rainy night, I've been living in your light in the window, shining for me like a little steady star. I know I'll always see when the road gets lonely and the night winds blow. I just follow where your warm lights glow. Baby, through the years and all we've been through, there's a simple little way I find my way to you. No matter where I've got to go, I know I'll be coming home to your light in the window for me. These days I'm waiting in the kitchen glow, listen to the ticking of the clock so slow. I hear your tires on the gravel drive, car radio humming some sweet song low. You step in, shaking off the city rain, hang your jacket where it's always hung. You kiss my cheek and say, "I'm home, my dear," and the whole long day just comes undone. Every time you turn that key, feels like you came back just for me. Your light in the window, shining for me like a little steady star. I know I'll always see when the road gets lonely and the night winds blow. I just follow where your warm lights glow. Baby, through the years and all we've been through, there's a simple little way I find my way to you. No matter where I've got to go, I know I'll be coming home to your light in the window for me. Someday our hair will turn a silver gray, and the music on that car radio will change, but I'll still set out 2 cups by the sink and watch the porch light dancing in the rain. Maybe we won't walk as fast as then, maybe all our plans will shift and bend, but as long as there's a glow behind that glass, I'll be your beginning and your end. Some loves burn out like a paper flame, bright for a moment, then they slip away. Ours is just a gentle lasting glow in the kitchen light at the close of day. Every little promise that we never spoke lives inside that lamplight when the darkness grows. Your light in the window shining for me, like a lighthouse on a quiet, faithful sea. When the world feels heavy and my heart's too slow, I just turn and let your soft light show. Baby, through the years and all we've